Hello and welcome to the second episode of Nubs Does Demos. Today we're going to be looking at a game called Second Coming. Now, Second Coming is a sci-fi cartoon gamebook with turn-based 3D battles, XCOM style. It is a sci-fi adventure where you and your team explore an alien ship and uncover its secrets. This game will appeal to both gamebook enthusiasts as well as more traditional gamers, extending the gamebook format with digital effects and narration. The game is not currently out. It will be released on the 1st of December 2016. Let's get started and start a new game.
At first, the celestial objects detected at the outer rim of the solar system is believed to be debris of a comet.
Still
But
image.
when they begin to send a signal to Earth and a space probe confirms the unthinkable, they are not natural objects.
They seem to suggest that this is an early access demo.
As the objects draws ever closer to Earth, a doomsday sector
I hope that means they're intending to improve this particular part as being a storybook. A game book is one of its main aims, something along the lines of a Telltale game. Having still images and synthesized voices probably doesn't quite cut it.
A self-proclaimed prophet called Jeremiah asks the world to worship the alien gods that have come back to take us to paradise.
And it's a bit of a childish way of telling the story, just saying what happens with no showing. You shouldn't need to say what happens. I know it's a book, but you shouldn't need to say. You can show what happens. Oh my, this is complicated. Our scientists tell us that all the alien ships are controlled by one mothership. This is obviously an attack. We should launch a preemptive nuclear strike against the mothership. Don't know why it flicks then.
Nations put together a team of soldiers and scientists to infiltrate the alien
Okay, so somebody wants to get in the mothership, someone wants to get in the mothership and attack, and someone wants to find out what they want, what they're doing, and what we can learn about the Bible.
Investigation response team there has arrived at the site of the assumed mothership.
Chris Pratt has grown a bigger beard, grabbed a book, and started preaching about God to aliens.
A portal at the bottom of the tower-like ship opens before you and allow you
Alright, so this is the Scooby Gang. Apparently, they don't look like the type of operatives you'd
enter the portal,
send
your
in.
team is teleported to a vast landscape of dense alien vegetation. Strange sounds can be heard from the nearby trees and strange birds nest among the treetops.
So we're hidden. We just walked in. Safe. I see movement, lots of it. This place looks like something out of Jurassic Park. That can't be good. Please be careful, we're dealing with alien life forms. We don't know how they will react. I see interesting structures nearby. Some sort of buildings, perhaps? Go to the buildings,
a nearby
yeah.
building that resembles a steel pyramid. It hums with a strange low-pitched sound.
I'd be very careful. That statue is emanating strange energies. What energies, mate? Mysterious energies. Oh, okay, thank you. Of course, all of our sensors detect mysterious energies. Let's touch it.
Enters your mind. You see great tower-like spaceships approaching a primordial Earth, and seeds of life sent down into the raging sea.
I don't think
As you
life
enter
would have
the
started
portal,
on the Earth if
your
it was on
team is
fire.
teleported to a vast landscape of dense
Oh, we're
alien
back to the beginning.
vegetation.
With the same
You
voiceover.
find
Fortunately,
the
we
word
can
Eden
skip.
written on a block of alien alloy nearby.
Eden.
There is also a symbol of a male and female genitalia etched into the
Well, that
surface.
is a fucking subtle hint to the story, isn't it? Eden, written in English. Let me guess. One of the people is a soldier who wants to kill everything. One of them is a scientist who wants to save everything, and the other two are just along for the ride.
Where enormous trees ascend upwards like tall hulking giants. Suddenly the scanner begins to beep frenetically. You have
Frenetically?
detected movement up ahead. Suddenly a strange life form emerges from the humid and hot jungle, shooting out beams that quickly scans you. It says something in a strange and hissing voice.
No sound effects and no movement.
The alien looks at you, and as it does, you can hear a voice inside your
Okay,
head.
so the telepathic. Well, that's the story over then. This is God. Well, we don't know. You've come back too early.
Stops talking and watch you passively for a while without saying anything.
So, our creator has just come down to say hello to us. Doesn't say hello and just says, "You have evolved like I am the word." Well done, mate. We have evolved.
You travel further into the strange
It's the same picture with the same animation. It's like Chris Pratt's in it at this time.
The mad prophet quickly vanishes back into the jungle. You don't follow him, but continue along the path. You come to a strange
Should I say
meadow.
Chris
The path
Prophet?
leads to your closet.
Same picture again. It's the same. This isn't a strange meadow.
You can see something up ahead.
No, it's the same
A towering
picture. You
structure
can't
in the
say
distance, shining
we're
with a
travelling
strange
along
eerie
with the
light.
same picture.
You stop for a while to catch your breath before moving
How could they
on,
say there are
feeling
strange noises
fatigued
coming from the
without
stones
knowing
like
why.
they are alive
It is
somehow?
like fog has entered your mind.
This isn't the medieval ages. We are aware what speakers are. I've got strange rocks in my room that make noises. They're called speakers.
You follow a lingering path that finally leads to what seems to be a force field, preventing you from
But we
entering
recognise
further.
force fields. We can't understand the idea that an object might make sound, but a force field makes perfect sense. Excellent. This game is well written. Oh, soldiers. Brilliant. Let's get in, yep. Let's blow the shit out of everything. We've just met God. Obviously, a very powerful person if they created evolution on the planet. Not that evolution doesn't just happen by itself anyway, but apparently primordial soup from all the way back there. This being implanted the seeds of evolution. So, violence is needed. Diplomatic solution, diplomatic solution, diplomatic solution. Okay, so the captain goes into the underground hallways to find a way to lower the force field. His agenda, however, why are you telling us the secret twist?
Entering sector.
That's so crap. I don't want to read that.
Quietly descends into a corridor of metal and light. They stand face to face with an alien.
Okay, so finally we're
blocking
getting
their
into some of the
path.
actual game
Unlike the previous
of the
close
game.
encounter,
I know the
this
game
one
book
looks
is part of
hostile.
it, but you know, maybe it would be nice to do something and have some kind of interaction, because it doesn't seem like there's any choice in the game book section. Oh dear. The animation though.
The
Fire
alien
riffle.
says something in a language you can't understand.
They've all got rifle 4+, but they can fire a riffle. What do these buttons do? There's no tutorial, there's no tooltip. Okay, there is a tutorial, just I shot him. I was trying to look at him and I shot him. Excellent. I mean, that guy's still running somehow. I'm assuming those green squares are where we can go for safe, where we can walk. Can I shoot my riffle? I can. Oh, he...
Target neutralized.
The alien screams with a high-pitched sound as it collapses on the floor and dissolves into a pool of goo.
Well, they say this is like XCOM, but XCOM has really wide corridors with 2 or 3 exits and entrances and cover system and all of that stuff. This is a very narrow corridor where you can't even run past each other, and you can only move 2 squares a turn. This is not like XCOM. This is not like the original XCOM. This is not like the reboot of XCOM. This is not like someone who just drew a picture of XCOM on an Etch-a-Sketch and tried to animate it by shaking it. The game book section was better because Chris Pratt was in it. This is so enthralling. Like, this is gameplay right here. This is gaming. Moving 4 men needlessly slowly in turn up to the end of a corridor. I can see something, but I can't do anything this turn, so I just have to stand there. There's no cover. Cover isn't a thing in this game like XCOM. They've copied the game, but they haven't done it very well. They've copied the way the menu looks, but they haven't done it very well.
You can hear strange noises coming from the corridor ahead and strange lighting flashes on the alien.
Shut up. The narrator is so annoying. She just doesn't shut up. And there's no... I mean, I know what's going on, but I also at the same time don't really know what's going on. There's no indication of whose turn it is or who's going next, other than the fact that when you click on something it makes a noise. There's no indication of how many moves people have got left. I'm assuming rifle 4 plus means you've got more than 4 bullets? But I don't know, maybe the rifle is called 4 plus. How much damage does it do? I don't know. Can I punch things if I get close enough to them? I don't know. Maybe it'll just come up as a red sentence spelt wrong in the menu. It doesn't actually say anywhere. This, you know, right, well, this might be what we're looking for. A way to lower the force field so we can come inside and do more of this.
It is not safe to rest here.
I didn't even know that was a rest button. That doesn't look... Oh, it's a tent.
A strange alien
Jesus.
artifact stands before you.
That changed
What
slightly.
could be its use? As
I don't
far
know
as
what
you,
its
the
use
device
could be. You've
seemed
told me everything else about the
biomechanical.
bloody
A strange
story.
alien artifact stands.
Yeah, no, screw you. I'm not listening to your explanation. What's this one? No, can I not? So, just contains small containers, right? No description, no random cutscene down to a tiny out of place model. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I'm not doing this. I don't want to bore my audience, all 2 of you, to tears. This game, it's a demo, it's an early access demo. I bloody well hope the game itself is a lot better than this, but I am not doing this. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing right now. Gonna uninstall that shit. Job done.